you first must start with your mission statement. So that's the first step, and we will do it here. Then you will have to determine your head term. Yeah. Identify your core topics and subtopics. And that's the first part, okay? Why we need to identify, to create our content mission statement. You want to be aware of what your content really stands for and how it makes a difference in the lives of your audience. This is what will set the tone for your entire content strategy. I see way many people promoting their offers instead of sharing valuable content, educating their target audience. Yeah. And so we need to focus first on the why and then the how. So the content strategy starts with the content mission statement. Now, if we see here, if you see here, we have Etuma's content mission statement. Etuma is a company that sells an application that transforms unstructured test data into decision-making information. However, when they post on social media, they don't promote their text analysis application. They talk about automated solutions, categorizing comments, detecting emotions in real time in multiple languages. So what they do is they educate the target market about some specific topics, and by doing that, they position themselves as experts. And because they are experts within these topics, then they can provide a specific solution for their target market. Okay? So how do we create a content mission statement? Here is the formula. What I want to do with you right now is to actually do the development of the content strategy. Okay? So I will give you some details about this strategy, and I will show you the one for Pathway to $1 Million, so you actually start doing it, and then you will continue on your own or in a one-to-one call with me. I choose Star Trek because it's very common. And so first you need to determine your head term. For me, for example, the head term could be the name of the service, the head term, just to, give it a definition. Your head term should be a topic that is relevant to one of your company's products or services or clients. Yeah, this is typically 2 words long, but can be up to 4, and should have a search volume of at least 2,500 to 2,500 per month. You do a search on Google for that. You don't go around like that. Yeah, so you do a search for that. Then you need to identify your core topics. Your core topics should be supporting your head term. Each of these topics are typically 3 to 5 words in length, okay? Again, you can perform search on Google and create potentially. You don't have to create long phrases. For example, in my strategy, I just created a few words, and then when I go online, I develop the entire concept. And then you identify the hyperlinks, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so I want to show you the Pathway to $1 Million. I used Miro board for that. So here's how I do the work. Yeah. And I did it for our services, and I do it for my clients. Whenever they want to start promoting their services on LinkedIn, I help them create the content strategy first. So I put here my mission statement because I want to always have in mind what is my mission with this kind of content. I told you guys I'm very effective with my time. This is my main tool for generating leads for the 3 services, yeah? And so I only have 2 hours per day. 50% of this time I put it into brand marketing, so I create content. and 50% of the time I put it into demand marketing. So I actually generate leads, I outreach to people, I move them into sales conversations. So by having this kind of strategy, I'm very effective with my content, and I'm going to show you how I use my content calendar. So this is the service, and as I told you, I talk about business mindset and business architecture, and I have an ebook and a pillar page for that. Yeah. And when it comes to business mindset, I talk about specific mindset that I believe I need to coach my people in order to reach that kind of growth in such a short amount of time. Yeah. One of the mindset is business owner, not operator, and is there that I invest the majority of my time. I teach them how to be business owner instead of operating and getting stuck inside their business. Okay. And business architecture is all about sales acceleration, performance management, operational excellence. And within my model for the 1 million business, these are pillars. I describe them as pillars. Okay. So I developed this in, I don't know, maybe an hour. Yeah. When I created a content strategy. So I invite you to take your head topic, which can be your service or the topic that you want to be considered an expert, and just connect a couple of core topics to that. And then you need to define your content formula. For those of you who have the calendar, I invite you to work on it. So you actually update the calendar with me right now. So what's the formula? We have some topics, again, statistics, data, research on LinkedIn tell us that the most shared topics right now are these: the future of XYZ, X ways to XYZ, need to know about XYZ. So these are shareable topics. And then these formats: how to post, list post, templates, and all these kind of formats. Yeah, stay with me because I'm gonna help you to combine these topics with these formats within your calendar. So these topics and these formats needs to be within the algorithm. So we also need to look at the algorithm parameters. So it's not enough to talk about things or to use the formats, different formats like a PDF or a webinar or a text plus picture. We need to also understand the algorithm and how it works. Text only reach about 25-50%. Text with document 60% reach. Native video 40% reach. So if you want to go with native videos, you need to stay under the 60 seconds and you need to use a square format. I see lots of you that share from YouTube. Actually, you need to know that when you share from YouTube, it has a negative impact on the algorithm because LinkedIn said, I don't like outside links. I want you to create content for my platform, not for other platform and just to post it here. So when you use outside links, like for example from YouTube, you actually are, the impact on the algorithm is negative. So if you have a YouTube video and you created that kind of format, extrapolate 30-60 seconds on a square format, put the subtitles and promote that on LinkedIn. You will reach far more people than by sharing a link from YouTube. Yeah. And you need to have more than 3 lines of text. More than that. You know, you can create an entire content, an entire copy. I think it's 1300 or something like these characters. So it's a long post. And LinkedIn wants you to create long posts for his platform. Okay. So the last thing that you need to keep in mind is that you need to hyperlink all related content to increase your authority. So every time I go out with a copy, with a post on LinkedIn, I do two main things. The first one, I post it without an external link because the algorithm, again, it's damaged by posting an outside link. So I create my copy and I put my picture if I want to put a picture, and I post it like that. I let it run for 5 to 10 minutes, and then I edit it and I put my external link if I want them to visit my Pillar page. Do you get it? I was clear enough? Okay. So I have an example here because I did this and the majority of you interacted with this post, so you actually saw it in the process. So I started with a question, I created my content, and when I create my content, I always make it mobile responsive. So I don't create an entire paragraph. I just go phrase by phrase and I let white spaces in between, and I use, if possible, the entire space available. I put my 3 to 4 hashtags to define my categories based on the search engine of LinkedIn. So I talked about business mindset. I'm promoting Pathway to 1 Million. And so I'm talking about business development, business mindset, business architecture, organizational culture. And I choose the picture with a little design that I created on Canva. Yeah? I posted it like this, and then after 5 minutes, it was out. I edited it and I put the hyperlink to my Pillar page. So actually, I'm having a conversation with the people on LinkedIn, and then I invite them to visit my Pillar page. Yeah? So that's the way you create your content strategy, your content formula, and start the lead generation. If you don't have the foundation, you will not be able to perform. And from the next class, I will start talking about different lead generation strategies. But if you don't have some of these pieces together, you will not be able to convert. So you will invest a lot of time, you will put a lot of energy within posting content, outreaching to people, but you will not convert just because you don't have this foundation.